From the borough of Queens in Flushing, New York, welcome to beautiful Citi Field. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. Now, if you love good pitching, this one's for you. First pitch is coming up. Matt Harvey, a native of Connecticut, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he's having a fantastic year with an ERA of under 2. You're going to have to pitch real well in this one to keep that ERA as minuscule as it is.
David Lee heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
David Lee.
Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. And now a shot of the Cardinals' starting lineup is set by Mike Matheny. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He comes in among the National League leaders in batting average, so he's been handling a hot bat all year, and it'll be fun to watch him do his thing in this one.
John Jay comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. EK, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
And things haven't gone all that smoothly for them here on this homestand. They've won just twice in 5 games, so they're going to be looking to get a little offense going to take some of the pressure off of this pitching staff. A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. Well, the first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a 1-out single.
Michael Lee will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League.
And I love this one, too. He leads the league in on-base percentage, so he's finding ways to get on base beyond just hitting the baseball.
Harvey over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, and he'll get back in safely. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And you can bet he's just trying to be extra careful here with a dangerous hitter at the plate. And now with that runner moving up to second base here on the wild pitch, they may just decide to put him on anyway.
Harvey pauses. 2-0 on its way. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. One out and a runner on second base. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's a good at-bat so far. A walk would give your cleanup guy a chance to bat here in the first with a couple of men on.
Here's the 3-1. And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward is there. 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up. So we'll see how that impacts this game.
Number 3 will stand in, currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Shot towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Around third is Jay heading for the plate. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
And apparently they're picking up right where they left off last night. You wondered if maybe they'd want to save some of those runs, but it turns out it might not matter as they hit the board first here again in the first inning.
Mark McGuire will stand in, and as you can see, it's another early RBI opportunity for the National League leader in that category.
Well, you know, big-time power threats like him tend to rack up those RBIs. He's also way up there on the home runs leaderboard.
He's set. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a pretty fair umpire. Sometimes a pitcher will get a call in the corners, but he rarely has people barking at him about a strike zone.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Well, now there's a location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, you're just going to bang it into the ground all night long.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cards get one in the inning on the RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up, and the Redbirds have an early 1-0 advantage. Jay Lee, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he had a ton of strikeouts. He'll be looking to duplicate that effort here.
Daniel Murphy comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Mets, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
High in the air into shallow left center. Jay has a read on it. One away. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. His on-base percentage is over 400 the last 10 ball games. He's done an excellent job of finding ways to contribute, getting on base, and setting up the guys behind him for run-scoring opportunities.
Matt Carpenter stands in as he looks at a called strike. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
Lee is over to his right as he puts this one away, 2 down. With a moment now, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses in all of the league. Very few clubs commit fewer errors than this one. I expect them to be sound in this game.
Jason Hayward gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. You'd have to say, so far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting ahead. He's mixing his pitches. You'd like to put up a 0 to get that first inning out of the way, and he's close to making that happen.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Already hitting 98 miles an hour here in the first inning. He's one of the hardest throwers that these guys will see all year long.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Nick Savage will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And he falls behind 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound.
Batting 7, catcher, Ed Easley.
Well, show motion's going to give us another look at this ball coming back at him, man. Oh, boy. You just don't have any time to react to something coming that quickly. He's lucky he's all right.
First delivery to him on the way. Ed Easley shows bunt on the first pitch, but he pulls it back 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
1-0 pitch on the way. Sacrifice attempt here. On to the second baseman covering, and he can't handle it. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Batting 8.
Peter Borges will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Well, his last game was a breath of fresh air because he's been stinking it up lately. Under 200 over his last 10 games.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. But one or the other is what you really need.
A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. Bat shatters as this is on the ground to first.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Stepping in now, Jay Lee, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
And with his speed, contact probably means a run right here. So that's got to be his only thought process at the plate.
Here's the 0-1. This one skied out toward right. Hayward giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Well, they were looking for at least a sac fly here, and fortunately for them, they had the right man for the job at the plate. So, nice work to come through and drive home an important run.
David Lee will try it once more. He lined out to start the ball game. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. A runner on first with 2 away. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
The 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
John Jay gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. First pitch coming. Here it is. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially if for a guy in this part of the lineup.
That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
2 down, runners at first and second. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone. 2-2. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Still 2-2. Two men are on with 2 men out. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Cards forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Mets nothing. Brian McCann will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
Well, he's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so, and he's someone to watch out for in this one.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And that's a nice comeback from down in the count, 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
Into the box now, Travis d'Arnaud. And he takes ball one. The batting average clearly not where he wants it to be. No home runs just yet, and a pair of RBIs. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Lee. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting 6.
Dangerous count right there, 3-1. Dangerous pitch, too. He comes with the fastball, but he's going to live to tell about it as he gets him to loft an easy fly ball.
Into the box, number 65. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Two out, nobody on. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
John Mayberry set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
2 out with the man at first. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. It's 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. 3-1 now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that runner will get a head start out there.
This is line to left, and that'll go as the Mets' first hit of the ball game. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Good job there at keeping the inning alive. The runner on first gets a head start with a 3-2 count and 2 away, so it's an easy decision to keep on going around second. He makes it into third easily.
Wilmer Flores will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. Bat explodes as this has popped up. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Michael Lee is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Harvey sets his sights. Here's the 0-1. Line softly toward the hole, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
In now, number 3, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Backhanded. Flip of his glove for one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
First baseman number 21.
When you're trying to turn a double play, you've got to be quick. So this ball never even touches his throwing hand. Just fields it and tosses it all in one motion. That's not as easy as it looks, folks.
Standing in now, Mark McGuire. as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
He can afford to be patient here because all he's looking to do is get on base and do his damage from there.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
He thought he had him right there. You can see him looking to home plate asking, where was that? Was that high? You got to be kidding me.
Nick Savage will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
And a dive, but he's back in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
From the stretch. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Ed Easley would be next. Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1.
Yeah, taking all the way right there. You better be taking 3-0 after he walked the previous guy.
Here's a look over to first. Back in standing. And the count will be full. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Cards leave 1. They're up 2-0. Matt Harvey digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, Matt Harvey.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
Well, he doesn't look very settled up there right now, and I guess that's an easy thing to do when you're facing a guy who throws as hard as this guy does.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Daniel Murphy will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Right back to him, and it's off his shoe. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Gotta hope he's okay on the mound.
And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Matt Carpenter will dig in. Last year's recipient of the Silver Slugger Award for NL second baseman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
1-0 count. Here it is. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, that first fastball took off on him a little bit. This is a much better spot.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch is high. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
Now a pickoff play at second, but the runner's back easily.
Keeping him close.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now. Runner at second here with 1 man out. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
I think the phrase here is, when you're hot, you're hot. He's been on fire the last week or so, and it's going to continue here as he drives this all the way out to the wall. It'll wind up an RBI triple.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. 1 out and a runner on third. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now. Waiting next is Brian McCann. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch on its way. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Lee is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Mets pick up a run on the RBI triple. 3 complete from Citi Field, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Ed Easley is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Leading off for St. Louis, catcher Ed Easley.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Got him. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Peter Borges in now. He went down looking in his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. It wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Two and 0 now.
And after the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
Harvey gets the sign. Here it is on 2-0. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. And a good pitch there as he got him to go after one in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
And he struck him out as well, so the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
This is how you go about keeping your club in the game. Back-to-back strikeouts. Now after scoring in that last half inning, you can start to sense that the momentum is starting to shift a bit.
Jay Lee stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Squared that one up just a little late. Hit hard to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Travis d'Arnaud, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And a high strike there, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
All right, guys, we're going to check this sequence out again on Show Track, but I can guarantee you he doesn't want to see it again. He's got this thing all backwards up there. He looks at the first 2 pitches. Those are pitches he probably should have swung at. Then he swings at the one pitch that's out of the strike zone.
Into the box now, number 65. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind, 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Mets.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Here's John Mayberry. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
When a guy like this on the mound has got you down 0-2, that's a tough hole to climb out of.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. David Lee will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Harvey's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the 2nd strike. swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Lee is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Oh, this one could have been trouble. But that's a nice play behind the plate to clear himself of the runner and then make a good throw on to first base to get the putout.
In now is John Jay. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Not close. It's 2-0.
Two tough sliders there back to back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
He pulls this one into right, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a two-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Michael Lee will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike. Fifth inning. 2-1 our score. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And another foul ball. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, and the Cardinals open it up now. It's 4-1.
Oh, man. Well, one thing you can say about this guy, he doesn't hit many fence scrapers. I mean, look where this thing comes down. There aren't too many guys that are going to visit that area of the yard. That is way out of here.
Batting.
Stepping in number three. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Grounded to third. In time to first, and there are two away.
You know, there's no such thing as a routine grounder with this guy. If you take your time, he's going to be safe. He'll beat it out. So that's a nice job of getting rid of it quickly and getting him at first base.
Mark McGuire will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Into the windup and the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Set to deliver the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
To short, hit hard. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Savage. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
And that is not good.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
2 out with the man at first. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Cards do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run dinger. Middle of the night at Citi Field. St. Louis leads it 4-1. Wilmer Flores will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
The 1-2 pitch. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Lucas Duda will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Lucas Duda.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Wow, he's using that fastball to devastating effect out there now. So he gets another out here. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Daniel Murphy steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it 4-1. Dylan G will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 35, Dylan G.
Ed Easley will lead things off for the Redbirds here in their half of the 6th inning.
Catcher, Ed Easley.
Line toward the alley in left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. And some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Here's Peter Borges standing in. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Nope. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 strike.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Number 65 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Jay Lee comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
And this one's over at the knees. 2-1.
And a good pitch there. It's a big front door curveball, and he had no way of opening up to it.
6th inning. 4-1 is our score. He breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Matt Carpenter will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Slapped hard the opposite way. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Into the box now, Jason Hayward. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. You know, getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Brian McCann will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That gives him 5 doubles now on the year. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
And that misses, so they fall behind McCann here, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
1 out and a runner on second base. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Ranging back is Borges, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Throw won't get him.
Boy, back-to-back well-hit balls are going to get him a run right here. You've got one runner already at second following the double. And he's just going to switch places with him out there as this ball winds up off the wall. And they're getting some good swings right now as they get a run on back-to-back doubles.
Into the box, Travis d'Arnaud. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Well, you see there on the graphic, he's at second with his second double of this young season. Runner at second here with 1 man out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Too high, 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
1 out and a runner on second base. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. If he keeps throwing the way he is, he can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Number 65 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
On the ground to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. Top of the order due up to start the 7th. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Mets 2. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Jerry's Familia is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. David Lee stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
For St. Louis, shortstop David Lee.
first pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. That's 2-0. Left side, taken in by Carpenter, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Good hustle getting down that line. Even on a routine ground ball, you can't take your time. You know, pat your glove, autograph it. Not with this guy running. You got to get rid of that ball pretty quickly, and they just do get him at first.
Striding into the box, John Jay. He singled his last time up. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gloved by Murphy. Throw gets him. 2 down.
And this is a guy who's going to give up his share of hits. But that's because he just says, hey, go ahead. Here's my best stuff. Try to hit it. He's got such good stuff that most times when guys do hit it, they'll put it on the ground right at somebody.
Michael Lee will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Here comes the first pitch. Popped up. Murphy is there for it, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they still lead this one 4-2. Leading off the inning, John Mayberry, and they'll need him to get something going here. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Ground ball left side. Scooped up. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, on a slow chopper like that, that is the third baseman's ball if he can get to it. He's got the momentum going the right way towards first base, so he'll just cut right in front of the shortstop and make that play to first.
Standing in now, Wilmer Flores. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Chris Owings will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16, Chris Owings.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
This guy's kind of walked a tightrope all game long. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to 50% of the hitters he's faced, and yet pitching a very good ball game.
swing and a shot back up the middle. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Well, this looks like one of those swings where it was just a flat-out guess. Well, this is not one of those guys where you can sit off speed and then just react to the fastball. You're not going to just react to 98. But give him credit however he did it. He put a good swing on that ball.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score.
Attention, please. Now pitching for the Cardinals.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here.
Garcia.
Daniel Murphy will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. 7th inning here at the ballpark, 4-2 our score. Slider taken here, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Looped over toward first. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Boy, what a great job getting vertical right there. He takes away the hit, and he probably saved a run, too. That's all about being ready on every pitch, because you never know when a shot like that is headed your way.
Matt Carpenter gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets, still down by a count of 4-2. Number 51 will be the new pitcher.
Pitching for the New York Mets, number 51.
Number 3 stands in.
Leading off for St. Louis, third baseman, number 3.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And oh, look out! Up and in and nearly took his head off.
Well, not close on either of these first 2 pitches. I mean, he's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
3-0 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Hooking just foul by a matter of inches that time. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Popped high in the air. Murphy settles under it near second. And that's the first out of the inning.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Mark McGuire digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
First offering on its way. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. 2 tight with that one. 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, he's going to find that hitters in the big leagues are much more patient than they were down at AAA. A strikeout in the minors turns into a walk at this level.
Nick Savage will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
First pitch of the at-bat. Rocket to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Visiting Cardinals lead in this one here in the 8th as you get a look at our line score to this point in the ball game. Ed Easley will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Two and 0, here it is. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Now here's the ball popped up. This behind the plate for McCann. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Leading off the inning, Jason Hayward, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. And you don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
Hard liner toward short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The catcher, number 34.
And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these two performances stack up against one another. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now, and it's the very hard-throwing right-hander Jordan Walden who will make an appearance here.
Jordan Walden. Now catching and batting in the 9th spot, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Brian McCann gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. One and 2, here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
You saw the numbers when he came in a minute ago. He is yet to give up an earned run this year, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from one of the keys to your bullpen.
Travis d'Arnaud will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full, 3-2. Number 65 would be next. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Full count, here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 4-2. Will Cordero will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th.
Cordero.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Peter Borges, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And it's quickly 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game. Luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, it didn't look like there was anything too special about this ground ball. It just looked like he maybe raised his head a little bit there, and that'll cost him a 1-out base runner.
David Lee will stand in one more time, and fortunately for him, he'll get a 5th chance here to extend that hitting streak.
Yeah, he hasn't had the same success the rest of the guys have, but that could all change with 1 swing.
Circle change, too low, ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Hayward. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Wow, these guys have really come in here and just put it to this pitching staff. We've seen guys jumping on pitches like this all game long. And this is going to extend that lead out to 4 runs here in the top of the 9th. And that may turn out to be more than enough to finish this one off.
Floyd Young will take over now with 1 away in the top of inning number 9.
Young. Now batting, center fielder.
In now is John Jay. As he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Number 65 will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Michael Lee is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
2 out, nobody on. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters. Make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Carpenter in foul ground. And the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Metropolitans. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Mets 2. Walter Johnson is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Johnson.
Number 65 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point.
Mets here in the bottom of the 9th. Left fielder, number 65.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. He just can't seem to finish him off.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Here's John Mayberry. Ripped down the first base line. But this is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. Two batters, two strikeouts to start the inning.
Wilmer Flores makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Counts 1-0.
And a slider tails outside for ball one. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the ninth. Got to make them sweat a little.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Bases are empty here with two men out. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Boy, these guys have come in here and really put it to them so far. They've taken each of the first 3 games of this series, so they're going to look to close out the rare 4-game road sweep here tomorrow.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it 6-2. Good night from Flushing.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Mets, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening, and please drive home safely.